Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this video. And today we are again here in Prepared version 3.2 for another flight. Something a little bit different today. I'm going to be flying general aviation. So today I'm flying the 182 from A2A, and it should be a pretty short flight. It's from two airports in Brazil, about 26 miles. And this flight is also being done in the FS economy system. In case you don't know, link will be in the description. But it's basically a system that registers your flights and where you can also earn some money. It's basically an economical simulation for flight sims. And another thing, I'm testing a new audio system using my phone connected to the PC. So I'm not pretty sure how it's gonna work out. I expect it should improve the quality, since it should not be capturing the fan noise, which was pretty annoying in the last video, even though it actually meshed up with the air conditioning system of the 737. So it wasn't really that noticeable, but for me it was, and was pretty annoying, to be honest. So I hope this time we don't have that problem and the flight goes out normally. So now I have one passenger on board. We'll be only doing the first leg. I'm not gonna record the back leg. And as you can see, weather is not 100%, even though we don't have rain. It was raining a while ago. We do have some thunders. I don't know if that's how it's called, but let's say this thunder noise, which I hope is not blowing me out in the audio. But so anyways, I don't think there's much else to say about the flight, so let's hop into the cockpit and go to the pre-flight checks. Okay, so we are in here. So first thing we are gonna do, I'm not gonna follow the checklists, but I'm gonna do it pretty much the way I do it. So controls lock can come off. We'll start a battery. Get the flaps down. Now you can see them coming down. Takes a little while. I'm actually always impressed they actually work only on a battery. But anyways, okay, so we can go battery off again. Let's move this back. And now let me find where the, nope. Is it this one? Nope. Come on. Where's the walk around thingy? Oh, there you go. Okay, first thing, remove this protection, which I already had done. Then we lock the door. It's locked and safe, pretty good. Already removed that. So we're gonna check for damage. Looking good here. Looking good here. And trim tabs are working. Great. Moving on. Flaps are working. Any damage here? No. Also no damage here. Also remove the shorts. Gonna check the opening. Also remove the wheel chocks. Fuel looks good. Fuel level looks good. We have 40 gallons on board today. Also fuel quality here looking good. Oh my god. It's coming down today. Gonna clear that, no damage on the prop there, which is always good. Also fuel level here, a little bit, yeah, around 20, looks good. Quality also looks good, also the wheel chocks, remove that. Stall warning system working, the ducts open. No apparent damage here. Flaps on this side working as well, and no damage there. And we're back in the cockpit. Okay, great. This shouldn't be on. Okay, so let us close the door and go for the startup here. By the way, this is an airplane I do own in the FS Economy system, which registration is Papa Tango Charlie Zulu Charlie, which you can see here. Even though the paint is one of the default A2A paints, I don't have a paint job for this registration, and I do really hope those thunders go away, because they're pretty annoying. And I'm flying for my own company, which is Connect Air, which I found out was one day a real company which broke down, I don't know, around the 80s or 90s. So it doesn't exist today. I'm not copying it. But yeah, I do own this plane. So okay, batteries and alternators come on. Here avionics come on, beacons come on, nav lights come on. Put this in, open the call flaps, fuel set to both, and turn on the magnetos, and come on. Nope. We want to, let's prime a little bit. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to over prime it because I have been doing that a couple of times and it won't start up. I'm starting to fuck up here. Okay, let's try again. Actually, let's use a mixture in. There we go. She's alive. A little problem. A little bit of problem there. There we go. Let's lean the engine a little bit. Okay, looking good. Bring the flaps back up. Start the avionics. There you go. I love that startup procedure A2A programmed. So put you in standby. I'm not flying online today again because it's a video and I'm still not totally comfortable on recording the video. So I prefer not to add the stress of flying with air traffic control. So I'm just gonna fly offline for now. I might do an online video sometime soon, but not today. Okay, we set pressure here, 2,500 feet. It's okay-ish. By the way, that's Jundiaí Airport. In the flight sim is Sierra Delta, Julia Delta. In real life it's Sierra Bravo, Julia Delta, in case you're wondering. And we're going to an airport in the city of São Paulo, which is Sierra Bravo Mike Tango. So there you go. I'm gonna set that into the GPS. So Sierra Bravo Mike Tango. There you go. 26 miles in there, and pretty good. Let's test those lights. Oh, working. Forgot to start this guy. Middle height. Let's put a little bit of ventilation in, so we can close this. And put. I don't think I need to put the headphones now. I do like the engine sounds. But yeah. Okay. Oh. 1 second. I forgot to connect my G27. Okay, that's great. Boring brake on, and I'll be back in a second as soon as I connect my G27 because I use it for brake. And yeah, so see you guys in a moment. Okay, so we're back after I deal with the G27. So now it's working, you can see down there, brakes are working. So we can taxi to the active runway once we start taxi lights in here. Yeah, looking great, let's go. Already took a while here. And a little bit of juice. There you go. Do a U-turn here. Because GA lifestyle. So far I'm going the grass. Very nice. Just touch the grass there. No problem. Okay, so we'll be departing runway 36. I normally this airport operates departing runway 36 and landing runway 18. It's peculiar, but those hills in front of us right now, they look pretty dangerous, and yeah, so most pilots prefer to take the safe route, even though we might have tailwind or headwind. But yeah, it looks safer. I'm not using default scenery, so I'm using if you didn't see my last video, I'm using Orbex Global with Orbex trees and vector lights. Then I'm using a free terrain mesh, which is, I don't really remember the name, but I think something in the lines as free mesh X or something like that, free mesh X or something like that. Which is pretty good, and this is also freeware airport done by some Brazilian developers, which by the way, Brazil has a lot of freeware airports around the internet. So if you're interested, go check out, it's pretty good. And yeah, let's just put Unicom in here, even though we aren't flying with 80 seats. Just feels right to have Unicom there. Okay, so since we are pretty light, to be honest, I'm not going to use flaps for takeoff. I am though going to put the landing lights and strobe lights on, taxi lights off, and back, and yeah, we are pretty much clear to take off since there is no one else around. So as I was saying, also for the weather, I'm using Active Sky Next, not Active Sky 2016, but Active Sky Next, and I don't think I'm using any cloud texture other than the default ones, which, by the way, I think look pretty good. You might disagree, but I think look pretty good. So yeah, I would say let's go. So mixture goes full, and hull flaps open. Oh, got the trim, no big deal. should be good around here. Yep. Let's go. I have my headphones on now. The virtual headphones to help with decreasing noise. And yeah. So for the rudders, I do use keyboard shortcuts because I don't know, it just feels weird with the G27 stuff. So I just type on 5 and 6 to get the rudder. We can't automatically follow GPS, and we also don't have an autopilot installed, so we will be going manual all the way, which should also be pretty fun. I'm probably not going to record the whole flight, because sometimes it gets pretty boring in my opinion. But anyways, so we are climbing now. Going there's the hill I was talking about. I don't know if it's a hill or if it's already another thing a little bit larger than a hill. There you can see the airport. It's a small executive airport where some executive airlines down here operate. And the other airport we're going is also an executive airport, but it's inside the big city of São Paulo. And it's also a base where the state police helicopters operate, even though I don't think we will see any in here because I'm using default scenery for there. So yeah, let's put the mixture back so we get fuel economy and don't fry the plugs or something like that. Let's trim for a little bit more speed, and we're gonna level out at 4,500. Should be enough to avoid all of these hills. I have the city. I'm not using max settings, only for distance, but my buildings and trees are on dense, on a dense setting, which for me is enough. You know, I don't have the best computer on here, but it runs okay-ish. It runs better off recording, but I'm still doing pretty good here. 26 frames per second is okay, even though it looks like the file, so what we have recorded on the file is 21 frames per second, but still pretty good. I'm also recording to external hard drive. If you guys want to know about that, I might do a video on how to record gameplay to an external hard drive so you don't completely use all your internal hard drive capabilities, which you do need in a flight sim because it loads a lot of scenery all the time, and it's loading trees and buildings, and the quicker the airplane goes, that more scenery has to load, and therefore more hard drive abilities. So from my tests, it looks like the external hard drive is actually faster for recording than the internal hard drive. When doing flight sim, I haven't tested on other games. But it's also good because the external hard drive has a lot more space than the internal one, so you get more recording time, and yeah, all that. So apparently it's better. So yeah, the moment I just pulled back on the RPMs, get a little bit lower by the fuel economy, which I do look at, because since I'm using that system I have to pay for fuel, even though it's not real money. I do like to have my virtual money. It just feels good. Yeah, the 182 is a pretty nice plane to be flying. It's not very fast, but it's also not a Piper Cub type of slow. It has enough power to do stuff that you need. Can take off and land on any airstrip you like, so it's pretty good for what I need. So sometimes I'm flying to small airstrips that are around here, and sometimes in farm strips, like backyard airstrips. So I do like it, and it's a little bit better than a 172, at least in my opinion. And also the A2A model is very nice. We have to say it's very nice. All the flight dynamics and system simulations, all the whole sound of the airplane is so good, so good. You guys might disagree, but I think it's so good. And the whole failure, it just feels like, yeah, if the real plane would have a problem in one situation, I'm gonna have that problem. So as long as with this plane I don't have a problem, I just feel like, yeah, I am a good pilot. Where on other airplanes, sometimes some things happen where it doesn't break anything, and you're like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure if I was in a real airplane, that would have broken and I would be in trouble. And I actually wanted to be in trouble at that moment, just to see if I could handle that trouble. But it doesn't simulate it, so I'm just like, yeah, man, what can I do? And yeah, by that you're already halfway through the flight. As I said, it's a pretty quick flight. Don't even turn off the landing lights. Even though it will be quite challenging to come in here with air traffic control, because this is a terminal area. There are two big airports around here. One should actually be right in front of us, but quite a distance yet, probably 15 miles or so. And the other is pretty much behind this column and behind those hills. You might see him on landing, which is the international airport from the city. So the airplanes, I think, come down pretty much where we are coming down, but a little bit higher. And then, depending on where they are going, they just go, yeah, left to the international airport or go straight ahead to the national airport. So if you open up flight tracker 24, I think, you can see those corridors of entry, and it's pretty structured airspace. So yeah, quite a challenge to come in here and don't mess up. Never tried it though. The only two times I come in here with air traffic control, I was flying the Airbus. So yeah, I was just following the RNAV approaches, the stars. Sorry, the stars. Yeah, so nothing very special happened. Also, in case you don't know, the Brazilian division of IVAO, I never really gone around to see how vets it is, but IVAO division here in Brazil is pretty damn active. We got a lot of pilots. So it is quite a pleasure to fly around this area. Like, you have a lot of events. We had an event for the Olympics a couple of days ago. That was pretty fun. A lot of people online, a lot of controllers, pretty professional. It was just a lot of fun. The only thing I don't really like about flying in Brazil, that most pilots and actually a lot of controllers out here don't really speak English. More than the default phrases like go here and go there, and you just say yeah, I'm gonna go here, and that's pretty much it, and clear to land, clear to take off. But at the moment you have to explain something like the time I was departing VFR from the international airport, and I said, okay, I'm departing VFR, yeah, sure. And the guy actually wanted to tell me I'm not allowed to fly VFR, but he just didn't have the English skills for that. So it was a little bit like, what? No, what? No, what are you saying? No, I don't get it. And it wasn't really such a good experience. But at the moment we sorted it out because I also speak Portuguese. So I just was like, okay, let's try to deal with that in Portuguese. And even though I have no idea how the official rules in Portuguese work, only in English, yeah, we got around it. And yeah, he just told me like, yeah, get out of here as quick as you can. And the next time try to go instrument rules. But it was a DC-3, so yeah, I didn't really could go IFR because the airplane wasn't IFR rated. Yeah, so right there, the two lights, you can see it's the national airport, and over there, once we turn around, maybe we can see the international airport, as I said. One thing I don't like about this area is that I overshot the runway. Holy cow. Nailed it. Anyways, can go back here. But there should be a river right here, and quite a big river. And it isn't here. So that's a shame. I wanted to install Orbex Vector. I actually bought it to install it. And my computer doesn't handle it. It just goes, nope, I'm gonna go 5 frames per second and you deal with it. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna deal with it. So I couldn't do anything. And by the way, the international airport are those things right there, shining in the distance. Those are the hangars. Can't see much of it. It's a shame. I might do a flight over there one day if I get someone going there. Since I'm a charter carrier, Connect Air is charter aviation, one day I might get a job over there. Who knows? But yeah, another fun fact about here is, even though that's one of the largest cities, if not the largest city in Latin America, it is actually pretty light on a flight, so it doesn't drop my frames, probably 1 or 2 frames, compared to about 5 to 10 frames in New York, for example. I don't get it why, but that's just how it is, and I just think it's funny because it just looks pretty much the same as New York, even though there are less large buildings, but I don't think large buildings really affect that all that much. So anyway, we're coming in here to Mars, as it would translate. It's Marchi, so it's Mars in Portuguese. Sierra Bravo Mike Tango. Quite a short runway, to be honest, but that's why we have such an airplane. Oh wow, that window. Oh wow, that window. Ho ho ho! Did you see that? Oh wow! There you go. Yeah, don't drift away. Very nice. Actually, Greece, the landing, I was expecting a harder landing. And I've not been doing very great landings with the 182. But yeah, this one was pretty good. So that was pretty much the fight. Not a hell of a lot to see. Maybe some pretty landscapes. I do like the landscapes down here. Even more after I installed Orbex. And even more after I installed a mesh, which is free by the way. If I didn't say that. But yeah, it's pretty cool, everything here. I'll fly in real time as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what my clock is showing now. Let's get that back. Let's get that up. Oh, so good. Landing lights. This goes off. Taxi lights come on. So yeah, as I said, I didn't follow any checklists. So if I did something wrong, I'm just following my own flows. I really would appreciate it if you told me like, okay, you missed this and this is important, or you missed that and that's important, and I will definitely work on it for the next times. I do like to improve my skills, but I don't have the patience to go through pages and pages of checklists. It's just too much for me. Now I have no idea where the general aviation parking is, so I think I'm just gonna go park over there and deal with it later if someone comes raging over me and blowing my airplane up. But this area does look good for me, like somewhere someone will park an airplane. So I'm just gonna enter here. So yeah, leave a comment down below. What can I improve on my flying skills? What can I improve on my video as my second video? So I don't have a lot of experience on it. What can I improve on it? And yeah, so constructive comments are welcome. And I hope to see you guys soon on the next video. So, as I shut down here, shutting everything down. Okay. This fuel selector over there. Should be the minimum. So, as I was saying, leave a comment down below. Subscribe for more videos, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and yeah, we see ourselves in our next video. So bye.